name is Val Sharpe, and I'm the Program Director for Towson University at the University of Shady Grove Elementary Ed Special Education Dual Certification Program. I come from a family of teachers. Growing up, I only heard about teaching, and it sounded exciting, and it sounded like fun, and I really knew no other world, so I chose to become a teacher, and it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I graduated from Hood College in 1976. Upon graduation, I was hired by Baltimore County Public School System. I taught for them for 17 and a half years. After 17 and a half years with the public school setting, I went to work with Hood College as an adjunct professor. I worked there many years and left as Director of Educational Assessment Services. Retired from Hood and received a phone call from Towson one day saying, "We think we have a job for you." I did miss teaching, and it was a wonderful opportunity, and I jumped at the chance. When I met with my department chair of special education at Towson University's main campus, I had gone into the interview with the understanding that I would possibly adjunct a course or two. Did not realize that they were seeking me or recruiting me to become the program director. And once I learned about that, then it was shared with me that I would be at the Rockville campus. Well, I didn't know Towson had a program at the Rockville campus, and I had never heard of the universities at Shady Grove. But once I came to Shady Grove and I saw the campus and I met the people, I knew that that was the place I had to be. And I took the position. When people ask me to describe to them the universities at Shady Grove model in that community, the first thing I say is, picture 80 program directors in the sandbox and we all play nicely together. It's an environment that is so nurturing of the students and of the faculty and the program directors. I've never been in an environment that has given faculty and students as much support as the USG community. The opportunities for networking with other programs and other institutions are endless. It's a very cultivating structure that respects diversity, wants people to become the best they can, and provides them the support to do so. The Towson University Elementary Ed Special Education Program, which we call the EASY program, was brought from main campus to the universities at Shady Grove by Dr. Roberta Strohsnyder. When I interviewed for the position, I learned that it was a dual certification program. I learned that it was one of the few programs in the nation that offered a dual certification in 4 years as opposed to 5 years. And that it was a very rigorous program. And I really feel quite passionately that every elementary school teacher should have some special education in their background. They need to really understand pedagogy and how students learn. So I was intrigued by the program. That said, once I got to campus and met my students, their passion for the program became contagious. And with the help of Marcy Pavitsky, our site coordinator, together we developed, I think, a really strong program that is highly respected by Montgomery County Public School System. The majority of our students, about 99%, are hired each year by Montgomery County Public School System. And last year, 50% of our hires were for elementary ed positions and the other 50 were for special ed, which is exactly what we want. I've had several really great moments. One of the greatest was the most recent award of Program Director of the Year, the Kendall Award. That's a true milestone in my career. So for my students to nominate me and for the committee to select me was such a joy, and I feel so fortunate and I'm so very grateful. It's great to work hard, but it's even better to be recognized by your students for how hard you work. The Council for Exceptional Children is the largest professional organization for special educators. It is international, and this past April we've had the good fortune of being invited to conduct a 7-hour workshop The focus of the workshop was executive function strategies supported by technology. I had the great fortune of bringing 4 students, 4 senior interns with me, and they helped me and my mentor, Dr. Roberta Strohsnyder, present our content. We had 44 participants. They were responsible for sharing the technology and involving the participants and engaging them in the activities, and responded to some of the questions that the participants had about the executive function strategies, because the students had been trained with these strategies and actually used them in the classroom where they're student teaching. I think the best thing you can do as a teacher to activate engagement is to provide a lot of student activities and encourage your students to talk with each other. Students seem to teach students best, and I think that when students are active, their brain is engaged for learning. For future students going into teaching, my advice to them would be that never stop learning. Always have goals in mind. Always remember that your students come first, and do as much as you can to help those students and to achieve your goals.